let's ask ourselves, what diseases are caused by mucus? Can you name a disease caused by mucus?
Isn't that a symptom?
Like chronic
There's
sinusitis?
no disease that's caused by mucus, right?
Right.
Mucus is not a cause of a disease. Are there any diseases caused by lack of mucus? Dry eyes, sinus infections, all right, tooth decay, gum problems, sore throats, right? These are all lack of mucus. Your sinuses produce mucus all of the time, and that mucus is flowing down the back of your throat. I don't want to terrorize you, but every breath contains millions of bacteria and viral particles. And the reason that we don't generally get sick is because this mucus is flowing down the back of our throat, and those bacteria and viruses are stuck to it, and they're swept down to the stomach where they die a horrible death. All right? Why is winter the time when we start getting colds and flus? Because the mucus dries up because we're in heated indoor spaces.
Well, and acids then would reduce the stomach's ability to destroy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And especially the long-term pills. We're getting a lot more colds and flus with those people who are taking the purple pill and things like that. So we want mucus. Mucus is our friend. I tease that someday I'll write Susan Weed's mucus-filled diet healing book because Arnold called his the mucus-less diet healing book. Right?
Would you use vaporizers at all to?
Well, I heat with wood, and I keep a very large pan of water on my wood stove, and I evaporate out of that pan on a daily basis, I would say between 4 and 5 gallons of water.
Wow.
So I do keep, because wood heat is especially drying, right? So I do get as much water vapor up into the air in the wintertime as I possibly can. But I think perhaps more to the point is that I give my body a real adjustment period. So that it's rare that I would ever turn on the heat in my house before Thanksgiving. And many years I don't turn on the heat until Christmas.
Really?
So that this tells my body what's going on with the weather out there. Right? Now, the goats taught me this. Because I would go out to the barn and I'd say, oh, it's getting cold. And I would put plastic up over the windows. Here you go. Would you like this? Would you like this? And they would tear it off.
Oh,
And
really?
they would tear it off. Because in order for them to be warm in the winter, they have to grow an undercoat. And if they don't get chilled, they won't do that. Well, we do the same thing, but it's different. Our capillary bed in the summer comes up to the surface of the skin. And you have a lot of capillaries at the surface of the skin in the summer, and that lets you give your heat off during the summer so that you don't get overheated. And then as the cold weather comes on, those capillaries are supposed to die back and the blood vessels pull away from the skin. But if you go from summer into a heated building, that never happens. And then you're very vulnerable to colds and flus because your body has not readjusted to the outside temperatures.